Sawtooth Day, what's happening, y'all? Carrying the acid stone washed and the dirty D scale Sawtooth today. Hope y'all having a good one. I think it's Super Bowl Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. It's gorgeous here, so we definitely ain't gonna be sitting inside watching football. Not that I ever have TV. I ain't had TV in 20-something years. I don't know why. Update on Megalodon. It's still bad as a mofo. I still ain't got over the honeymoon phase on this one, man. This is like one of the ones that you get that just connects you to all ways. Dig this knife. It's flipper only. That's about the only thing I can say bad about it. Other than that, it's just a sick knife. Got a few things and did a few things. So, Brother Snuzz. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Mr. Snuzz or not, but I won one of his, I think it was a comment and win type thing. And if you watch Snuzz at all, or used to watch him, because he didn't really do videos no more. I used to do a lot of card stuff. Brother Snuzz sent me some Harley cards. Thank you, Snuzz. If you hadn't checked out him, he still does a lot of Instagram stuff. So, all right, check him out on Instagram. All right. So last week I told you guys that me and Steve had a potential for the POW. So he sent me the POW back. So yes, I've shown this one on the channel before. I've had a close up on this one. We haven't confirmed 100% yet, but I believe this is mine now. We just got to figure out what Steve likes. I don't think I had them both at the same time before, so we'll do a little. They're kind of almost sets, but they're I guess Steve would call them pairs, right? Wouldn't you call them pairs, Steve? I believe you would. But you know, they're not exactly the same. They just definitely have resemblance, brothers and sisters, that sort of thing. But I think I dig them, man. I dig the whole, as he would say, pairs. There's enough differences that, you know, they're not even the same all the way out built wise, but you know, the black and gray theme. This one's got that little more of that flame stuff up in the finger grooves, which I kind of dig. It's kind of subtle. It's not super bright and purple or nothing, but it's subtle. Well, I'm talking about anodizing. JD for EDC got his clip. He started anodizing it. He did a couple scales for me, and then my 3.5-inch Super Cobra. He's anodizing the clip and pivot collar on it too, but it's looking so badass. I can't wait to show you guys. Hopefully next week, if everything goes right, I have those back. Yeah, let's do this. So last week I told you guys I just wanted to finish the tier and get it where I wanted. I got one last thing to do, but pretty much this thing's done for now anyhow, the way I want it. So I did counterbore, so you can't see the screws from the top now, so they're counterbored in there. You guys can see that or not on the back side as well. And that one, you know, is like this, the screw that goes in here goes to that standoff, so it has to be countersunk so this clip can sit on top, basically, more or less. If you see it right there, that one in the back position, so you can see where it would have interfered. And then this is that RGT clip. I think it's from a pair too, but it matches the finish really close. It's not perfect, but it's really close. That radius of the lock bar cutout and that clip matched so good that I was like, I had to put it there. I don't know why, I just had to. Also counterbored the over travel stop. And so if you look inside that screw, you can see it's still blue. That's the only one I didn't do. That's the only tie that's left. All the rest of this is all, and I blasted all the rest of the stuff that was blue, other than that one screw. I thought I had a stainless screw that was short, and I do have a stainless screw that would work in it, but the head of that stainless screw is bigger than this titanium screw, and I would have to take this back to work and counterbore this, and then it's going to make this wall thickness really, really, really thin on the bottom and big diameter. So I think I'm just going to leave it as it is and just blast that tie hardware. Not super fond of tie hardware. I think I've already stated this as much. So all this is all stainless. I believe these tie connectors are tie on this pivot hardware. It doesn't bother me as much in the pivot for whatever reason, but back here, like it's just tie into tie. It's like you could hear it clink, clink, clink when you're tightening that stuff. I just feel like it's gonna break, and I did in fact break 2 of the screws off and had to take them to work and put it in a collet, re-drill it, re-tap it, and not a huge deal for me, but for somebody who doesn't have machinist capabilities, it could be potentially a pain in the ass if you're taking a knife apart. The one other thing I kind of sort of thought about is putting this on washers instead of bearings. So I showed it a while back, but I had another one of these tiers. It's the one without the top swedge, the more blocky one, and it's the one that the frame's a regular clip, not the deep carry clip. I think he calls this a deep carry model, and the other one not. It's at Will's place right now. He's a really cool guy. Been talking to him a little bit on Instagram. He even said, hey, if I can't fix this one, I'm just going to make you a new one, and I'll put that new clip on it. He makes a new clip that's like a 3D mill style clip. which I prefer over the stamp clip for his models. It just looked like they have more under the clip, like more space there. This RGT I wasn't sure about because there's really not a lot of space right there. But man, it just really, it works really well. It's hard to, I don't know, it's hard to show in a video, but really impressed with the RGT product as well. I'm sure some of you guys have used them on other things. Let's see, both the regrind, all the regrinds that I've had. So that was the regrind and the 24 and the DPX test. I did retune this Hest, but I'm really digging the regrind. So once again, a couple of people have asked me, and I'll highly recommend, in case you're wondering, like the people that are taking or looking for work to take regrinds, BGM. He did excellent work. This one here, my buddy Mitch, when he saw this used to belong to Mitch Bowling. I bought it from him. Yeah, probably been over a year now, maybe even longer. Maybe 2. I don't know. I can't remember for sure. But he saw this and he was like, hey man, you know, it'd be really cool if you blast that titanium. He'd be like, almost like a Nkosi Hinderer. And I was like, well, I'd have to make a tie scale. And then I saw a Hinderer drop some of those tie scales. I was going to go for one, but all I had was the horse head ones. And like that engraving, like, I mean, if you're a huge Hinderer fan, sure. It's like billboarding without saying something. So like for me, nah, it's not my style. I want the plain. So I think I'm gonna make XM24 scale, probably for both of them actually. But the idea that Mitch had of blasting the titanium and do like aluminum blast, kind of like a CRK style finish on it, and then leaving the blade kind of like as is, I thought that was a great idea. So I believe I'll probably move forward and do that on this one for something fun to do, you know, like. Y'all know, like, it's what I can do at the time, but it's like, I like having projects. I just, you know, it's almost like when the tier got done, I was like, dang, I was a little, almost, I don't want to say, a little, I don't know, it's not depressed, but like a little saddened because I'm like, I'm done with it. Like, I like working with it. Which brings me to the last thing. And I really want this to be like a positive thing. It's like, the reason it got sent to me, the reason I modded it, all that, I want that to be the positive thing and not the fact that it came probably from China and then was sold as probably made America. And that's the M3. This is a huge thanks for Steve for letting me do this. Steve Clare. So if you guys don't know him, look him up Instagram. He's a cool guy, man. Like, really cool guy. And I showed it to him this morning. I asked him, I said, do you think it's done? And do you think I should give it away? And he's like, yeah, go ahead and give it away, man. So like, huge props to Steve. But this is the M3, and remember, this used to be flipper only. So you should be, I'm holding it back now because I'll show you the details in a second. You used to have a blasted flame, blasted blade. I'll get it right here in a second. And these pivot collars were like really silver. And I modified the carbon fiber just a little bit. I'm gonna bring it up closer so you guys can see it and you'll understand what I'm saying. So I cut this little groove in the blade right here. It's not a huge groove. And this is kind of one of the reasons why I like checking out so many knives. Not necessarily that they have to all be American made, but for me, keeping them, most of them are going to be not made in China, put it that way. And I got this idea, more or less, like the shallow cutout like that through the Vero that JD and Steve lent me a Vero too. And I just thought that the way he did that was really cool. So this is only a 30 thousandths. It's a 1/4 inch wide end mill that I cut this with. And it's only 30 thousandths in. It's just enough to catch your finger. And you can see it add a completely different look to the knife. Like the look of it. This is acid stonewash now. And the pivot collars are aluminum oxide blasted. And the last mod I did was relieve the carbon fiber right here for the lock bar access. And then I also just sanded it and smoothed it out a little bit. It was almost too clinically cut. Like the edges were too much, I don't know, off a machine. It needed a little human touch to me, the way it felt in hand anyhow. Still haven't found that last screw that it came to me with the one screw missing. So that screw right there is still missing. And I didn't put an edge on it. But we're going to do a giveaway with it if you guys think it's done. So I need to know, do you think, because I originally said that I was going to do titanium inserts, and I still can. If you guys think it would be better for me to do the titanium inserts, which are probably glued on this side and probably pressed on this side. But if you think I should go ahead and do that, let me know in the comments. If you think it's done and you want me to give it away, let me know that. Just give me your input on it. But anyway, functionality-wise, I know I'm all over the place, but it is what it is. You don't expect anything else from Stock 2 Dave, right? But anyway, so now you can get that little meat of your hand. You can either go, it's like that little groove right there, that little finger groove. You can either go this side of it or this side of it. You can kind of catch it a little bit. It's not 100% there for me, but on this side I can almost catch it and just flick it out. So now it flicks, finger flicks, it thumb flicks, and you flipper it. And it's a push button for me, not a light switch. But I like the way it is now. Like it seems like a much more versatile knife. And looking at it, that looks like more of a meat knife now. That's got a different look to it that I really dig. Hopefully you guys dig it too. If you think I should do more, let me know. If you think it's good enough, let's do a giveaway. All right, let's do a giveaway. Just give me your thoughts. Let me know what you're thinking. I just want it to be positive, you know. We all know the history behind it. The history I'm trying to, I guess, moving forward, what I like to try to say is that awesome dude in the community that donated a knife for me to check out, or first sent it to me for to check out, and then donated the knife for me to modify to give to one of you guys. So cool enough, right? I think so. So I'm gonna keep it kind of short. I know it's Super Bowl Sunday weekend. I know people got other things to do. I probably ain't gonna watch Sawtooth Dave videos, but oh, whoa, put the brakes on, son. One more knife I forgot about, and this was just a loaner in from my buddy Aaron. I almost said it too. Almost ended the video right there. This is another. Oh, I'm gonna butcher the name again. Mitch made fun of me last time for doing it too. Shebrakov. I believe that's how you said it. This is the Scout. This one is completely different from the Wolf that Rick let me borrow. It's a completely different knife. Like, if you handed me both of them, I would have thought that they were different manufacturers. Like, this one feels that much different to me. This one's super lightweight, super long and skinny. Just a way different feeling knife. This is awesome for a backup knife. For me personally, I might entertain getting this from Aaron, but he wanted to let everybody know that it is for sale and he is trying to move it. So if any of y'all are interested in a Scout, God, I'm gonna butcher the name again. Alexander Shebrakov. Is that right? Man, I'm half redneck. You can't blame me, man. I don't know Russian stuff. Anyway, this is the Russian guy. So this is the Scout. This is flipper only. Access to the lock bar, not the best. You see, you got a little bit of relief in there, but it's not the best. But actually, as far as action goes and the knife goes, the detent was a little weak when I got it. I asked Aaron if I could just tweak that lock bar a little bit. He said, yeah, go for it. And to me, it's way better now. Is it the best flipper you ever handled? No. It's got a little bitty flipper tab too, but it's pretty quick, man. For a lightweight knife, I mean, it's pretty long, capable knife. I dig it for what it is. If one of you guys don't like it, I might end up talking to Aaron about it. I don't know. But if you don't know how to get a hold of Aaron, let me know. I'll get you a hold of Aaron. And we'll do it that way. Let's see. That's it. Yeah, that's it. So M3, I guess we'll call this the official giveaway. If you guys think it's done. If you don't think it's done, then tell me what you think I should do. Whoever has more votes in the comments, we'll go with that. And if nobody votes at all, then I guess I'll just give it away on Instagram or something. All right. Calling it there. Under 15 minutes. Happy Super Bowl Sunday. If you're into football, enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your week. Have a great day, great week. See y'all next week. Later.